YouTube, what's up, what's happening? Here I'm bringing you another video. And today we got another review for you guys, and we're looking at the Iwata Revolution HPCR. And they consider this to be like in their medium range. This does not come with a hose, so you will need to have your own hose, an Iwata size hose, obviously. But we're going to go ahead and open her up and see what's in here, and go ahead and take a look at the inside. So there you go, guys. That's what we get. We get this, quite frankly, beautiful looking airbrush. I mean, it is just pristine. There is really no faults even in the chrome. It's just a really nice, good looking airbrush. Iwata airbrushes have a reputation for being really high quality, and this lives up to that reputation. It looks really good. It's really nice. It all looks and works smoothly. It looks pretty good. It comes with a little wrench for the nozzle, because these have a very particular nozzle, which is actually, from my experience, very prone to breaking. You see these right here. They can be quite delicate, so you got to be careful with it. If you ever need to take that off for cleaning, you got to be very careful when you're tightening it and loosening it, because they are quite thin, but they do serve their purpose quite well. All being said, I do like this cap. It's also like the cachet cap. It's really big and extra wide, and when you take it off, it makes it really easy to get to the needle for cleaning off dry tip. Iwata needles are known for being exceptionally rigid, and I suspect that this is probably the same as all the Iwata needles, and they're honestly quite hard to bend when you're working on it or cleaning it or anything like that. As long as you're careful with it, they should last you forever. It looks like they go through a testing, which that's interesting. I've never seen this before, but it does look like somebody sprayed some black ink of sorts through this airbrush, just to show that it can spray thick all the way to thin lines. I guess that's I do thinner lines than that, but I mean, still shows the airbrush is working good. So put that aside, and then it comes with a very basic instructions. And Iwata is a Japanese company, so it has English and Japanese. Begin, paint, and start airbrushing. Basic. There is no how to airbrush for beginners or exercise or anything like that, so there's nothing like that. But you do get a cool sticker. Yay, stickers. We like stickers, right? If you're into the stickers thing, you do get an Iwata sticker with it. So there you go. That's what's in the package. We're going to go ahead and take this out for a spin. We're going to use this for tonight's live stream, and then I'll come back after the live stream and record my thoughts and kind of compare it to some other airbrushes and see what I think. All right, guys. So there you go. That's the painting we did to try this out. Now, right off the bat, I could tell you that if you've had your eye on this, right? Like if you've been thinking about getting one and you're wondering my opinion on whether you should get one, then I would say, yeah, get one. If you've already had your eye on it and you've already thought about getting it, there's no reason not to. It's a fine quality airbrush. Right now, if you are undecided, right, like if you're thinking of getting the Talon, right, or you were thinking of getting this, or maybe you've been looking at, different airbrushes. Maybe you got yourself a master and you want to step up to one of these or something. What would I recommend? So, here's the deal. This airbrush doesn't come with a hose. The instructions that came with are laughable, right? It's more expensive than the Talon. Yes, it performs a little bit better right out of the box. You don't have to finagle with the paint so much because of the needle size. It comes with a 0.5 millimeter needle. This also has a Teflon gasket, just like the Talon does. But to be quite honest with you, I would recommend the Talon at this point in time over the Revolution. It's made in a much more friendlier manner. The nozzle, the way the nozzle is designed, if you just go look at the reviews for this, out of my personal experience and what you'll take out of everybody else's reviews, is that this nozzle design is a nightmare, right? Cleaning it and also tightening it and loosening it. Though these parts are machined very finely and they work really good, they are also very delicate and they are expensive to replace. Though it is easy to get parts, Iwata makes it really easy to get parts. It's a more work to keep this maintained and cleaned, as well as maintain and clean it, than it is the Talon. It does perform a little bit better. Like I said, the needle size makes it easier to spray thicker stuff. But if you're looking to do fine lines and stuff, the Talon will do well. You just have to reduce your paints a little more. But what holds this back is the price, right? If you could get this one and the Talon at the same price, I would recommend this, right? I would totally recommend this. But the fact that this doesn't come with a hose, right? So let's just take this right off of there, because all you're getting is this. You don't even get a painting with it. You just get this. You get a handy dandy sticker and an airbrush. You don't get a holder. You get a tool for the nozzle, but you don't get any kind of holder. Like the Talon is sitting on the holder that it came with. There is no special instructions. The instructions are in English and Japanese only. It's more expensive. I'm going to just keep saying that. It's more expensive. But it is a really nice airbrush. It works better. And as we go into different brands of airbrushes, I also wanted to include Iwatas, even though everybody already knows Iwatas are really good. And this is no exception. It's a really good airbrush. But for the money, you could go with a different brand and get just as good a quality, if not better. Obviously, you can't compare this to a master brand. This has a Teflon gasket. The parts are everything is machined precisionally. Everything is super tight. There is no wiggle jiggle on anything. The atomization of the paint, the level that you could atomize paint and create really fine shading and shadows, and you won't ever see a speckle or a spot on any of your stuff, because everything, even when you get a spit with this airbrush, it atomizes the spit very well, so it diffuses air in such a manner that the paint just comes out so good. So there is that. Like, it does spray very well. But if you're looking for the better of the two, this would be it. This is obviously not the best of the best airbrush. We're working our way in the reviews that way, but there you go. That's kind of my thoughts. It sits somewhere in the middle. I wouldn't say it's necessarily better than the Talon, but because of the needle size, it makes it easier to spray thicker stuff. For newbies, if you're going to learn, this is easier to learn because of the needle size, not because of the airbrush or whatever. The needle size. For a newbie, I recommend the Talon. It comes with a hose, it comes with everything you need, it comes with instructions. The way the nozzle and everything is designed to fit in the airbrush makes it easier to maintain. So I would recommend that over this in the current state. But that's just here where we are now. As we go on with different airbrushes, different reviews, that might all change. But anyway, I got me a sticker. I don't want to. Let's just put that right back in there, and it could stay in there. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. Later.